battle! Round one. Fight!
Hi gamers, and welcome back to Gaming Insight, and today we will be discussing Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V exploded onto the scene in early 2016, and it carried the weight of a legendary franchise on its shoulders. The initial promise was immense. It was poised to be the next great evolution in fighting games. It boasted a new, more accessible combat system. The graphics looked sharp and vibrant. Fans were ready for another decade of competitive play. However, the game that arrived was not the game everyone expected. It felt like a foundation, not a finished product. This review, looking back from our present day of October 17th, 2025, will explore the game's journey. We will cover core gameplay, diverse characters, lacking story content, distinct graphics, troubled reception, and the undeniable legacy. The launch was, to put it mildly, a disaster. Players who bought the game on day one were met with a startling lack of content. There was no traditional arcade mode. The story mode was a brief, unsatisfying series of still images. The story mode had only short fights. The online infrastructure was meant to be the game's centerpiece. The online was plagued by server issues. The online suffered from a frustratingly poor netcode. For a game designed to be an online-focused competitive platform, these problems were crippling. It felt less like a full-priced game. It felt more like a paid early access title, a skeleton waiting for its muscles and skin to be added later. This initial impression created a deep rift in the community. Casual players felt abandoned. Casuals had very little to do offline by themselves. No ladder to climb, no substantial story to experience, no way to enjoy characters offline. The core engine was solid and engaging, yet the package was insultingly bare-bones. At the heart of Street Fighter V lies its gameplay, which was always its strongest asset. The game simplified some of the series' more complex systems, making it more approachable for newcomers. Gone were the multi-layered focus attacks from Street Fighter IV. In their place, Capcom introduced the V system, abilities tied to a simple V gauge that filled as a character took damage. It gave every fighter distinct flavor and powerful tools for offense and defense. V system components, V skills, V triggers, V reversals. V skills were unique actions that could be used at any time, often helping to build the V gauge. Ryu could parry attacks, while M. Bison could reflect projectiles. V triggers were powerful activations that temporarily enhanced abilities or added new moves. Finally, V reversals acted as a defensive counter. The overall pace felt deliberate and grounded, emphasizing footsies, controlling space on the ground. It was easier to read for spectators and faster for new players to grasp. But the launch netcode's delay-based system made play inconsistent. Years later, a rollback update transformed online, cementing competitive integrity. Street Fighter V launched with a core roster of 16 characters. This lineup mixed iconic veterans and intriguing newcomers. Mainstay, Ryu. Mainstay, Ken. Mainstay, Chun-Li. Mainstay, M. Bison. 4 brand new fighters arrived: Rashid, Laura, Nikali, and Fang. A solid foundation, but many felt the number was too small. Over 5 years, seasonal passes grew the roster dramatically. By the end, over 45 fighters, Guile, Akuma, Sagat, Sakura, returned. New faces like Mened and Abigail added variety. Capcom's balance updates nerfed dominance and buffed strugglers, essential for tournaments like the Capcom Cup. Clear archetypes, zoners, rushdown, grapplers. Easy to find a style, while depth came from the V system and matchups, keeping the skill ceiling high for years. At launch, single-player content was meager, precious little for those not into online competition. Character stories were tiny, 2 to 4 one-round fights with narrated artwork. No arcade mode, a genre staple, left a gaping hole. Capcom added a Shadow Falls and later patched in a branching arcade mode with unique endings. Visually, it's beautiful. Unreal Engine 4, bold art, chunky expressive models, fluid animations, and vibrant, readable effects. Diverse locales, interactive touches, and a clean UI that shines as an esport. The presentation has aged remarkably well. Yeah. Initial reception was mixed to negative. Praised mechanics, slammed lack of content, and unstable online. Metacritic settled mid-70s. Updates added modes, characters, and improved netcode. Arcade Edition and Champion Edition bundled years of DLC and QOL fixes. The community solidified, creating legendary moments and new champions. Final verdict. In Champion Edition form, Street Fighter V is an excellent content-rich fighter, must-buy for online fans, still lighter for story-first players. It fought hard for respect, and in the end, it won. And that's all we have for Street Fighter V. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more of our latest videos. Until next time, keep gaming.
Good.